Hi everybody, this is Andre and Jana from Admission and 15 Adventures. Today we'll talk about the hotel that we stayed at Universal Studios Japan. We stayed at the Hotel Keihan, which is right outside Universal Studios. We could look out we didn't get the Universal Studio Park window view, but we did get Osaka, and it was beautiful to see. But in the hallway by the elevator, we could just look out the window and we see all the roller coasters and everything else that was available for us to look into. Um, the hotel itself, and this is just for the hotel right now, we're going to do. The room was nice. I didn't really care for the hotel. Um, we got there at about 2, and I would have loved to check in. Now, I know they're really strict on their time. Sometimes they let you in a little early, sometimes they don't. Seems like all the hotels were really, strict on the 3 o'clock rule this time around. Found out that it was spring break when we were there. Maybe that's the reason. But I didn't realize, and they didn't tell me anything, that for like a couple bucks, I could have got in and checked in at 2 instead of just sitting in the lobby with our bags and waiting there because I wasn't just going to leave them around. They held them for us, so there's no issue about that. But I was like, we're still wearing like rain gear because it was raining off and on throughout the trip and that day. So and it was hot, like warm in there. So I just figured let's just get up, take it out, and relax and do our stroll. Then I noticed a whole bunch of people getting in line at 2 o'clock, and so about 20 minutes later, I just finally went up. I go, you letting all these people in now? They go, oh, you could pay a little bit of extra money. And I think it was like $5 Canadian to go check in. And I'm like, well, I wish someone told me. I would have done it. And I don't know if I did. I can't remember if I paid it or I waited
We
the extra
paid.
half an hour. Oh, we did? Okay. And
Yeah.
so we ended up just going up early, which was nicer than not. So the lack of communication at the front desk was weak. Um, Unlike the other hotels, the English language was, to me, I guess it was just maybe the person who I had to deal with. They were polite, but it was harder for them to express it. So, um, even though I don't want to say you don't judge a book by a cover, you know, they could well, hopefully tell we're foreigners or tourists. And but I didn't care for the hotel. I mean, for the price you pay, and I think it was again like 200, $300 a night. It just wasn't up to it. The breakfast again was included with our meal, which I found horrible. Everything is wide open, nothing covered. The warm food, or so I should say, warm food. Everything was ice cold. Like I noticed that the bacon that they cook is like a turkey bacon here in North America, and it was just cold. I mean, I don't know if they even cooked it at all or just heated it a little bit and I was just like, okay, yes, you could ask to do cook it longer. I didn't ask at the Universal hotel. I asked at the next one, but even the eggs, like it was like nothing was really hot. And I've been a cook all my life and grew up in a restaurant and catering and understood in here in North America how we have food safe, which is vital. And I also realize in Japan they have a different standard of food quality, which even exceeds ours. So I've heard rumors they eat raw chicken in some places, and it's perfectly normal, and no one gets sick. They say, and unfortunately, people get sick, and I just couldn't do that. So I was turned off by the food. I was also turned off that they don't have anything covered, and because it was spring break, there was a lot of kids and for some weird reason, the whole time there was either allergies or people are just generally sick. And people were coughing everywhere. I was making some pancakes, and I normally don't eat the pancake, but it was the warmest thing on the menu. And some little kid just started coughing over everything, like she's standing there, and their parents are standing there, and the kid's not grabbing anything. And I was like, okay, well that's done now with this, so I didn't eat that. And they were just I don't know. It didn't suit me. I would not go back to the hotel, and I'm other than location, I wouldn't recommend it. There's a whole bunch of other places around. If I ever go back, I will try those out, and we'll see it out. The room was decent. I thought the Mitsui garden room was nicer, and I thought every the staff were more polite. But overall, it was just okay. Just other than the location, it was just okay for me. So I don't know what you babe.
The food was just like there was enough there just to get us our nourishment and get us through the day.
Sure.
It's fine. There were enough choices there, but if you've got specific dietary restrictions or anything like that, you could pick and choose a little bit. But again, the temperature is a little bit wary, and I had this stereotype in my head that, oh, Japan, I won't be worried. Like, people, if they're sick, they're going to be wearing their masks. They're not going to be coughing over everything. They're very polite. This is the thought process I had in my head going there. And I was really disappointed. I think the girls don't wear their masks because they wear their makeup and they want to be beautiful, and the young boys just also probably wear their makeup and want to be beautiful. But the older generation, yeah, they wore their masks. They were respectful. More respectful and mindful of the space around them. So if I was thinking ahead, I probably would have worn my mask probably earlier in the trip and all the way across. I did bring some masks with me, and I ended up getting sick
quite a bit.
And I still have a residual cough. So I think it's probably been at least 3 weeks now that I've been not super well. So it's a little bit disappointing. Proximity to the park was nice. The view from our floor was nice.
Sure, the window was nice too to see everything.
And I think there was also is this a hotel that had the spa on the roof if you wanted to,
yes.
The onsen, but that would be only the morning or the evening if you wanted to. So we didn't get a chance to check it out, but the view wasn't a separate.
It wasn't nice. A family onsen. It was a separated onsen, and I don't need to go sit with a whole bunch of men. And I'm sure Jana, I would have rather just spend it have a family onsen and have everyone be able to sit there, but that wasn't the case. So we did not do that. And they also had a restaurant on top of the universe or whatever they called it. We just went up to. So
we can't comment on the quality of food up at the top because we didn't get to experience that.
And I wasn't given the choice because they also have a buffet up there in the morning, and it was $5 more. I would have upgraded one day at least just to see, and again, there was no communication. There's no even written communication that could help you understand this. So if you're doing there, the hotel itself is not a disaster. It's not don't take it in that way. It's a beautiful place. You walk in, big stairwells to go up to the lobby. But I just want to make sure when, it's just the communication, and it's not hard to do in today's world. Just have it out, let people know. I'm sure it's a big chain. They could have had an English guide that said, hey, look, we have this, you have this, we also want to upgrade or whatever. It would have made it a little easier.
Just simple posters where you check in.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
And it's just because it is a translation barrier sometime. And I'm not blaming that, okay? I don't expect them to speak perfect English, and I don't expect, and I'm sure when they come to visit us, they don't expect us to speak perfect Japanese or whatever. We all tried, okay? We tried our best in each way, so there's no disrespect for anybody who was there. I just wish the communication level was better. But for the price we paid, I don't know. Again, it could have been because I didn't realize it was spring break. The prices could have gone up for that price, that time frame, but it wasn't worth the price. If you get it for $150, I would go for it. I did look for a client just recently. And it was about $150. I was like, oh, that's a lot less. And they were just basically looking for them because yes, I that's what I do. So anyhow, any other thoughts on the hotel? No. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed this little tour. It's a short video, so we're probably longer than on the video talking than the actual video itself. Thanks for tuning in. This is Admission in 15 Adventures. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye. Studio City Walk, Japan. And like I knew it was going to happen, there is a hotel. We're in the Hotel Keihan. Hopefully, they will let us have a room. So we'll go in. I will do a room tour, which you have seen from others. Hopefully we're not too early. It is about 1 o'clock. So, Starbucks, Lawson, Bubba Gump Shrimp. We'll get to the front of the entrance, which I believe is right here. I'll keep taping. Hopefully get a chance to maybe change shoes, refresh a little bit, and then get ready for our day at Universal Studios tomorrow. Well, here it is, the Hotel Keihan Universal Tower. Banquet reception. So we're going up to the 3rd floor by the looks of it. 4th floor for reception. There is a grand stairwell. If you obviously, it looks like if you enter from the other side. I'm guessing reception over to my left. That would be the front entrance to the park. So we'll see what happens. Sure. Okay, this is the reception. I was able to get a razor at the counter here. Nightwear. I think I'm gonna walk around a little bit of the lobby. Toothbrushes. I'm sure it's all automatic payment machine. They give you all the stuff that are sold out. This is for kids. Kids get pajamas and slippers and toothbrushes. Breakfast venue information at the Garden, 6:30 to 10. Well, we should have a premium breakfast ticket, I'm guessing. I don't know which one we're gonna have. So top of the Universal at 6:30 to 10 also. So we'll find out. Money exchange, credit card only. I do not know what this is for. Insert your room card key. Okay. Well, I don't have it yet. As you can see, the Universal Studios, right? Within a walk away. It's the main lobby. The hotel's above us. Gotta kill an hour and a half. There's a simple bathroom by the looks of it. Okay, it doesn't seem to be anything other than their amazing toilets that are in Japan. We have a little sofa with twin beds. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought. But it's funny. And then, I don't know what view we're gonna get. A view of Osaka. No universal view here, but it's quite impressive. So we're in, we get to relax a little bit. I'm surprised the slippers, the coat hangers, so that's where I hang my coat. Where do I hang my coat? That's about it for this room. The view's nice. The room looked pretty. I can't remember which one was bigger. It feels like our first one was. Kettle and the tea, the refrigerator, the freezer. We got the plugins on the walls on each side of the bed. I'm presuming our safe is in here. Yeah, it is right on the bottom. Oh. I'm gonna fall in between the gap. Let's hold the elevator. I'm not gonna go in. They have a dinner buffet going called Top of the View. So you get the top of the hotel here. And then we're just gonna go down and look at what's downstairs. And I hear the lights go all the time. I just don't know what elevator we're in. I can't remember what dinner prices are. Might not be available for viewing. Didn't let us go. Or of the hotel. So we have free lockers. I guess it's Easter. This is the main lobby or the main entrance of the hotel. We entered by the train, so we came through the back door. But if you're coming in, the main entrance is right here. I'll just pop out to look what it looks like. Closed, so we gotta go to the other side. I guess if the taxi drops us off, it's right over here. Universal Studios is right to my right. Apparently it's going to rain tomorrow. So if it does rain, and it rains heavy, this camera is not going to be up. So, I'm sure you'll be able to see a lot of it on YouTube already. I'd be sad because I did, I might do a little bit of on my phone. Alright. When we checked in, they gave us these cards to use. So we got free beverages, and it looks like a chocolate dip. This is where we're coming for breakfast. So, hot water. Kind of funny, but I'll take it, whatever. I needed to choose. Universal Towers. I don't know if I was able to record a little bit of the buffet. I hate to say this. The location's great. The breakfast, don't even waste your time. It was disgusting. It was ice cold every morning. This is the breakfast place. For the price they're charging, it was really sad. If somebody asked me if they would recommend this hotel, if you just want location, yes. Anything else, no. The check-in staff was, the first time we arrived about 1:30, about an hour and a half before the official check-in. The first one was a little rude. They could have told me I could have paid a bit more to check in right away. I would have done it and not sit in the lobby for an hour. Location-wise, it's like it's right here. And they apparently have two different breakfasts. One, like there was no option to upgrade to even see what the other one was like. Or I wasn't given one. So I hate to say it. Personal opinion, I wouldn't come back to this place. To this area, sure, but not to the hotel. So that's it for now. We're going back to the bullet train, and we're going to make our way into the Disney resort area.